Coach, first off, opening thoughts.
Yeah, well, first, what an awesome place, awesome atmosphere to play women's college basketball and basketball in general. So that's something that we've been talking to our team all week about is the opportunity that we have that most don't get to play on this court. We talked a lot about making sure that we respected the game of basketball and the court that we're playing on. The teams that have played here, obviously Coach Summit. We watched a documentary this morning in the hotel. A lot of us watched one of the documentaries on Pat, and we just wanted to make sure that when we left our game that we respected where we were, and so I think our players played with a lot of effort. I think they fought their tails off. Didn't really know what we were going to see. We've got a really young team, and maybe they didn't know any better, but we did a really nice job of competing every possession while being outmanned. Okay, we knew that going into the game, and just really proud. The score is not indicative, I think, of how our season can go because we had a lot of positive plays during the game that we can go into our conference play and our non-conference. We're not going to see that again all season. Okay, so really proud of the fight that our team had.
Now we're open to questions for Coach Jelly.
Coach Maria Cornelius, 247 Sports. How did this game come about? Did you reach out to Kelly, or did she you? And then how competitive was your household growing up with Kelly?
That's a good question. To your first question, I think when I was fortunate enough to become the head coach at Georgia College, just kind of initially we kind of talked, joked about it a little bit about being able to potentially play up here. So that was something that I was hopeful for, but just kind of put that out there that that's something we'd like to do, and we're very fortunate and very appreciative of Kelly to be able to allow us to come play here. So that's been a lot. And then to your second point, growing up in a competitive household, I think there's been many Christmases and Thanksgivings and where we have to put the board games up or the cards up or something like that because we get a little too competitive in the house. A lot of one-on-one, maybe not with me. My brother and my sister played a lot of one-on-one growing up, and so I know those got pretty rowdy. So, but yeah, very competitive in the Jolly household.
Any more?
Hey, Coach Jolly, Coral Hall with the Knoxville Sentinel. Just wanted to hear your thoughts and kind of emotions just actually facing Kelly tonight and your experience today.
Yeah, well, I hope I took time to kind of really appreciate the moment of that's something that may never happen again. So it's hard to not get wrapped up in the game and trying to help your team do as best we can. But I hope I took time to kind of reflect on that and just appreciate that moment. It's about our team, but selfishly, it was a pretty cool experience, and so that part went by really fast. Being able to play in TBA and be on that court is something that was pretty special.
Coach, you probably knew you were going to have to weather a storm when Tennessee just jumped out, which is probably what you expected to do. How did you get your team to sort of calm down and settle down a little bit in that first quarter and sort of, I guess, get the butterflies out or the jitters out?
Yeah, good question. I think honestly, it was just going to have the first quarter is probably just going to have to come to an end. We had a lot of players that this is the first time that they put on a jersey, we talked about it a little bit. But they're people, they're freshmen. It's the first time they've played a game, and welcome to it, right? So it's just something we at the end of the first quarter we talked about. Hey, now we got the jitters out, and we can go out there and just play basketball a little bit more. So whatever I said, I don't know if I could have necessarily calmed the early nerves there, but they did a nice job of getting into just playing basketball once we got the first few minutes out of the way.
Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, just what stands out the most about this Tennessee team?
Well, from our perspective, they're so long and tall, and I know that's not just coming from a Division II school. I know that they present a lot of problems for the SEC and nationally. So I think their length, athleticism. I think now, just watching them over the past couple of years, they seem like a very deep team now. They've got a lot of weapons and a lot of players that can make plays. I know they distributed their minutes pretty evenly tonight, so there was a lot of players out there being able to make plays, and I think probably their length, athleticism, and really their depth stands out to me. Obviously rebounding as well, especially in the second half.
Hey Coach, Kellyanne Stitch with WATE TV. You mentioned you had a lot of new players playing tonight. How big do you think playing in this game will help them moving forward as you guys open the season?
Yeah, great question. One other thing that we've been talking to our players a lot about is if we can make a positive play in this game, we're definitely going to be able to make it in our season. So if we can get a box out and a rebound against a team like that, if we can get an open shot, executing our offense, if we can get stops on defense, that was great to see. We obviously can't do it enough to be able to get on the level playing fields on the scoreboard, but that's something that we talked to our team about. Just we do have a lot of young ones like you had said, but I think they're going to get a lot of positives from that game and be able to apply them directly to the next games that we play.
Front row anymore? Back row? What's that?
A quick follow-up. As a younger sibling myself, I hate to admit this, but is there something that you maybe learned from Kelly coaching against her to help you in your coaching career as well?
Specifically today.
Today or in general?
Yeah, well, I can touch on the in general. I don't know how much I can apply too much today, so that's pretty fresh. So we'll go back and watch some film, see if we can learn anything there. But Kelly's been an awesome resource for me, especially as a young coach. And while being an assistant coach and now in a head coaching position, she's been an awesome resource for me because it's a phone call away that I can get some good information. So we talk pretty often during the seasons, especially about our teams and as things arise, whether it be basketball or situations. So it's been very appreciative of the relationship that we have and being able to bounce a lot of things and certainly she has a lot of experience, a lot of things that I can take away and draw from. Don't tell her I said that.
Awesome. Any more? All right. Thank you, Coach. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you guys for covering us.